Hello students, today I am ready with the rest of the concept of market segmentation. As in last two classes I have been trying hard to make you people more clear, more convenient, in order to make you people understand what really it impacts, market segmentation impacts on the marketer, and how it make easy for marketer to identify its target market and manufacture variety of product mix, pricing, promotion strategy, distribution channel accordingly. Since marketing mix decision could be well taken if market segmentation is well done. Still, again I just like to revise that what is segmentation, market segmentation. Market segmentation is nothing but the procedure of dividing the market into small subset according to its definite characteristics. In other words, we can say market segmentation is the procedure of dividing the heterogeneous market into homogeneous subunit. Heterogeneous market, I told, the market consisting of people of different variety, different culture, social system, economic class, psychological aspect. They are heterogeneous in nature, not similar, dissimilar. Some say it in Google Meet class, it's dissimilar. That is heterogeneous, the segmentation is that strategy where we require to separate, distinguish the people having similar nature and characteristics and making certain group which ultimately offer to target, identify and communicate those group of people and giving effort to a specific group of people. I also explained that in what sense the concept of segmentation is beneficial for marketer. I told how it reduces the time, market segmentation reduces the time, money and effort of a marketer in order to target a definite group of people, in order to identify and target a definite portion of people, number of people, in such a way, in such a process which definitely minimize the effort, money and time. This already discussed. I told that how it acts as a mediator to segmentation acts as a mediator to SWOT analysis, enhancing the strength and identifying the opportunity easily. I don't want to explain this in detail again. A big question in front of us in our brain, that segmentation seems very sweet to hear. Segmenting the market, dividing the class according to their status may be very easy. Dividing a college according to their stream may be quite easy. Dividing faculties according to their subject again would be very easy. But when the number of consumers are numerous, higher, when the number of customers are numerous, in thousands, in lakh, sometimes in crore, identifying and separating them is very difficult. So, while segmenting your market, the marketer has to consider some necessary certain necessary, let me clear first. Certain necessary element which is known as basis. So today we will discuss what are the major basis of, major technique of. We can't, we can't at all separating a market by blinking down our eyes. We can't separate or group a market according to the skin color. We cannot at all separate market according to the facial expression. Certain basis has to be understood. Today we will discuss basis of market segmentation. So what are the major base required to be considered while grouping down, segmenting your market area? Friends, usually there are 5 to 8 bases has been considered by most of the companies producing consumer good. Here I am discussing how the company manufacturing consumer good, it may be fast moving consumer good. Consumer good, again I am telling you, consumer good, in next unit it is there. Consumer good is a good which is made for end consumer. After that, no one to use. I, you, our family, our domestic, what goods we use. It may be fridge, it may be refrigerator, it may be air conditioner, it may be a smartphone, it may be a bulb, it may be rice, it may be anything that we use. All consumer goods company follows 5 to 8 bases of dividing the market. First, it is gender, 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 or you can say sex is a plays quite important role to identify your need and requirement. The gender of people usually identifies, so two opposite gender demand cannot at all match. I just like to tell you that usually 3 gender that exists in the society: male, female and third gender. But third gender hardly considered by any of the company while manufacturing or offering any goods or services. I can say usually the male and female are 2 necessary important part of the society. Exist somehow and somewhere the gender equality has been found in India. The state like Bihar, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, some part of Uttar Pradesh, the rate of female has been greatly declining, which leads to gender inequality. But in case of the state like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, you can say Goa, are the states, some of the states which largely you may not find any disequality of or inequality of gender. So there are certain moderate states where, like states like Odisha and West Bengal, Jharkhand, are some of the Assam are some of the states where gender inequality is quite moderate. Why I am telling you gender inequality? First thing, whenever a company offer a product or service to a society, business has to know the status of the gender ratio, whether it really whether it acts as a major determinants that how the company may offer. As far as the need and want of the products concerned, according to the gender wise, the taste preference of the male and female varies. I don't want to explain much. Usually the taste, the women category usually like sour, like less spicy they prefer whenever they eat any kind of chips kind of thing, or you can say food, snack food. You definitely find a women are the category those who choose something chatpata. But at the other hand, if you are talking about male, they like to eat more stronger, more spicer, jada tikha, more chili. This is what it's an example. This is the taste of food that varies. So whenever a company offer variety of chips to people, company has to equally concentrate on the flavor which would be liked by the women category and targeting a special group of women. At the other hand, we find the same, we cannot target the same group of people with the same taste, rather we offer some other taste. Similarly, soft drink companies also sets up different taste flavored drinks for both the category. Let's come to another example, cosmetic products. Usually, cosmetic products are quite more other, more concentrates on the female category in the society, because they know the female are more beauty conscious as compared to male. They are very highly sensitive to their skin color, to their facial glow, makeup, different kind of technique, or you can say cosmetic goods, preferably in different season. They definitely have some sort of idea. Every lady, every woman, whether she is married or unmarried, doesn't matter. But comparatively, male they just depend highly on some special product which may give a very good facial style of their beard. They try to trim their beard in such a beautiful way, attractive way. Rather, they don't focus much on their skin. Rather, they are like to maintain their hairstyle, beard style, well, they'd like to trim their beard. So the product, whatever will be used, the products, whatever will be offered, must be different. You see the taste, you see the preference. The companies manufacturing product, whether it is more beauty oriented, girls oriented, women oriented, male oriented. Every category of product you will find in the apparel section, in the dress material. The color, the choices are different. The wearing habit and style is different for both the categories. So whenever company is a producer of male product, they must know what is the composition of male population in the total area. Accordingly, they may decide that what should be the type of male consumer available, and their taste, their preference has to be well identified. So what exactly I want to tell that gender plays quite important role while segmenting the market. First essential part, because companies are very gender specific whenever they manufacture the product, they design and frame the style, color and shape of the product. They must be very specific to a special group of gendered people, maybe male or female. So what exactly I want to speak, that gender is the first important, you can say, base through which we can divide the whole population into two different sections and two different parts. This is what we mean gender is all about. Second, it is marital status. Marital status. Again, marital status of male and female. Marital status of male and female. So whenever we are talking about male marital status, married and unmarried, it comes. In case of female, again spinster and married. Bachelor and married in case of male. For female, spinster and married comes. So what exactly I want to tell you, whenever we are considering marital status, in previous case we considered 2-point scale in order to divide the whole market. But here we have to consider 4 scale. Married men, married women, married male, unmarried male, female, married female, unmarried female. So while manufacturing a good or a product, it is highly necessary to know the number of male, the number of male. Let's see how the requirement of married male and unmarried male, you can definitely find some sort of differences, what the product they really demands. Let's understand this in case of married female and unmarried female. In case of married female, we definitely find they more concentrate on jewelries like bangles, earrings. They more concentrate on sari, ethnic wear, classical dress materials. I am talking about unmarried women. Married women. I am talking about married women. But on the other hand, if we are talking about unmarried women in the country like India, we definitely find unmarried women usually require or seeks and prefer to wear western tops, jeans, sandals. Accordingly, this is an example I am again telling you. This is not only way, this is an example how demand varies in case of married women and unmarried girls. This is the way how companies differentiating, dividing the market according to their marital status. Similarly, in case of male, in case of man, it also works similarly. Like how it works similarly? It works similarly in the sense the unmarried male are either school going or college going or university going students or the new job holders. Their requirement, their preference, their fooding habit, their style of living style is completely different. Usually the unmarried man prefer hotel, restaurant for dinner and lunch. Prefer to go to bar, casinos. It's very common. Comparatively, married men, they concentrate highly on their family requirement. Homemade foods, online ordering of restaurant food to the home. This is one example again I am telling you. So whenever a company manufacture any product, he has to prepare strategy accordingly for merit, according to the marital status. For married men and unmarried men, product may be offered to both the section, but strategy may not be same. We have to follow into different strategy for married men and married women. This is what we mean marital status. It's another important concern while deciding or decision regarding segmentation procedure. Next it is income level. What I mean? Income level. It's a quite important basis to segment your market while deciding the price in strategy or setting up of price of the product. Usually, company manufactures variety of product, grading of product, different graded product, having different size, different color, different flavor, at the same time different prices, because society is not equally earned people. Society does not consisting of or society consisting of separate or different or unequal, you can say, a group of consumers. So income level, according to the income status and income level, a company may produce or offer different graded product from with lower price to the premium level price. Why? In order to target a different earning group, different status group. According to the economic level, we can divide according to the income into three major sections: lower class, middle class, higher class. Understood? Middle class again subdivided into lower middle class and upper middle class. Higher class may be lower, higher, upper, higher accordingly. So this is what, but mainly according to the income, you can say according to present statistics, I just like to tell you that people having 10 lakh income, 10 lakh, above 10 lakh income per annum per year, they usually put in the higher section. In between 1 lakh to 10 lakh, 1 lakh to 5 lakh become lower income group. 5 lakh to 10 lakh is again I am telling you, 1 lakh to 10 lakh come under middle class, 1 lakh to 5 lakh lower middle class, 5 lakh to 10 lakh upper middle class, and lower class below 1 lakh per annum would be considered as. It means society consisting of variety of economic society section. So a product with a higher price may not target every people. A product with moderate price again may not target every group of people. So whenever we are targeting to the middle class people, we have to set a moderate price range. For lower middle class, the prices would be relatively less. In case of upper middle class, the price would be relatively higher. In case of higher class, the prices and the type of product would be more premium, and the price would be accordingly set. But in case of lower class, if you are targeting, so only targeting or only relying on one group of people may not make your dream success. You have to prepare different types of product for different group of people. I mean different type of product to different group of people, in a sense. You can say that for higher class people, your product must be more premium, or for middle class people you have to give them a quality product with a comparative price. But in lower class, the quality may not be lowering up, but the prices must be lowered up, but with a moderate quality we can. So for example, company manufacturer of wristwatch, say Tata, manufacturer of wristwatch, it manufactures different variety of watches for lower grade to upper grade. Sonata, Titan, Fast Track are the different types of variety of watches they produce. And in Timex, also product of Tata. So whatever product I told, they target, in case of Sonata and Timex, meet for lower class or lower middle class. You can say Titan meet for upper middle class and higher class. Titan and you can say Fast Track. So this is the way how you can consider different income group people accordingly. Understood? Hope you understand. Different branded apparel manufacturers similarly targets to different income group. This is what is the example. I think you understood how income would be a proper base to segment your market. Next, it is profession. Profession also vital area which decide the taste, preference and purchase of the consumer. All type of people belonging to variety of profession may not demand a common product. Understood? The people, those who are working in IT sector, their demand is quite separate. their demand for different alcohol product, restaurant, and their spending, they spend much on entertainment, particularly during the weekend, is little bit high. But if you compare the lifestyle of doctors, physicians, you will not find the similar lifestyle, similar demand as compared to the IT professionals. Similarly, teacher, carpenter, architect, you can say advocate, businessman demands different according to the area where they work. If you will talk about the apparel, the shoe, the footwear, the type of spec they use, the type of style of dresses they use, the type of car they use, the type of vehicle, or in case of two-wheeler they use, all varies according to the profession that they prevail. So what I mean, so I don't want to write all the provision, it is not possible for me to, but if you being a marketer, if you want to generally divide your profession, so you can do it by doing it job holder and businessman. Understood? Again, job holder could be the private or corporate job holder or government job holder, and businessman could be called as self-dependent or self-reliant. There, so accordingly, whenever we divide the divergent population into three major portions, that is job holder and non-job holder businessman, private job holder or corporate job holder, and government job holder, again, accordingly, we can understand the lifestyle, the demand, and the standard of living they use. So that matters a lot. While, so sometimes some companies manufacture, suppose a company which is, I told you that suppose a company manufacturing the marker. So usually he will target a group of teachers, group of school teacher, college professors, and institutions, educational private coaching centers. So you, at this time, profession plays quite important role. Again, the company which is manufacturing type of casual and formal shirts for male and female. So then accordingly they prepare they employ those who are the bankers, usually for like to use more formal in their appearance. Completely, they don't want check shirts, plain shirt would be preferable, or check shirt, small check will be preferable. But comparative to, if you compare this with the IT professionals, they usually go with relatively more casual than the bankers. You see the difference. Government offices, the dress code hardly matters, but in corporate, dress code highly matters. You can say the teacher, those who are there in school and colleges, their approach, their appearance is completely different from the people, those who are working as advocate in court. You see the difference. So accordingly, the demand, desire and preference of people varies. This is what I mean. I will tell you 5 bases. I already discussed the age group, last class. Age, already discussed. I don't want to repeat this. Still, I will repeat. You follow my last video. I have well discussed that how age group can be divided into 4 to 5 sections. The whole life of a human being could be divided into 0 to 10 years age master, or 0 to 5 years age infant, or 5 to 15 years age master, 15 to 25 age youth, and 25 to 40 age matured and young professional. 45 is something which leads to would be more than 50 would be considered as the saturated time period. That means the demand of people at different age time is completely different. I told you that how a different age group people from 0 to 10 years, toys, napkin, baby food, school pen, paper, drawing color, compass box. These are the demand usually comes from 0 to 15 years student. 15 to 25 years college going students, their demand little bit different. Their demand is not like an ordinary toys. They like for smartphone, stylish racing bike. Their dress would be more fashionable, more trendy, isn't it? The color choices should be little bit separate from others. The more conscious to their health, the food. This is something what in case of 25 to 40 they are little bit, their demand is just like a married couple. They are more conscious on their travel to the different outing plans, tour travel packages, and they are more conscious about their life insurance policy. They concentrate highly on the neatness of the house. They use different electronic goods, which definitely make their life more convenient and comfortable. After 45 and 50, they relatively looking forward for their rather than their own expense is less. They try to spend much on their kids. They highly concentrate on the medicine, the article which will make them fit and happy, isn't it? Their dressing style will be changed after 50. They started using moped bike instead of a gear bike. This is something what some of the example how age matters. This I already discussed in the last class. So this is, I think now you are now clear that how you can prepare your segmentation policy and strategy while manufacturing a product or while market your product. Next class, a type of segmentation I will explain, that in what type segmentation strategy works. The very next class I will explain. Follow this class very clearly. Next Google Meet class, come up with some doubts so that I can interact you with a proper answer. Thank you.